Alright. Losers round 7 of That Monday Meltdown 85, Lucretio versus Mitsu. And Lucretio coming out the gate just with that wild side beat. Like, against Villager, yeah, it's a reflexor. And so, like, it could mess around with his neutral, but, like, it's still easily punishable as long as you don't get hit by whatever gets reflected. Like, I feel for Mitsu, because the way that Lucretio plays his game, like, the target could be pocketing that top, or not pocketing laser as much because he still gets access to the laser resource, but pocketing the top, like, there it is, like, suddenly Lucretio's lost access to half his neutral. But Lucretio gets the down throw into the up air way too early for that to be killing, but still, like, the biggest damage that Lucretio can get. And the balloons there just messing with Lucretio's ledge trap. Oh, Lucretio trying to get an up smash and just getting pinged out of it by that slingshot. And Mitsu now just trying to control the ledge. Nice little edge cancel turnip going on there. That's pretty cute. Just getting hit by that laser. Just giving Lucretio the ledge, but Mitsu gets there in time to just take control. There's now a tree on ledge. Like, Mitsu wants to seed stage. He has that big wall in front of him over the tree. But instead, like, he can just go down there and turn it. Oh, but he gets caught in the upper. Oh, but Lucretio's run out of fuel. He was getting too saucy in the drop zone. And Mitsu doing a really good job here of just keeping that top in check. Like, I'm not sure whose phone that is. Sorry? It's not mine, no. Alright, anyway. Lucretio getting nair into up smash. That's a thing on Battlefield. So again, not quite managing to reflect the gyro there, which I think was his intention. The up air gets Mitsu into the sky. Just falls out of another one, which kind of lets him get down, but he gets dunked. This is Villager! Shit don't matter! He can just balloon all the way back up. Down throw, jumps out. Lucretio looking for an air dodge. But I don't think Mitsu's air dodged a single down throw yet. Like, he has been air dodging away from Lucretio's stuff. Don't know why that laser didn't get pocketed, but okay. Down throw, and the up air. Realised that Mitsu had not been air dodging, and manages to get the up air conversion and take game 1. And Mitsu just there like, okay, I see you. Alright, going into game 2 now on Lilac. I mean, definitely messes with Lucretio's lasers, and to an extent his top, like, I'm sure Lucretio knows this stage, but is something to adapt to, and like the way gyro warps around the stage as well. And there's a lot of cookie interactions on this stage. But also, those platforms are just like up smash height. Mitsu's gotta be careful of that sort of thing. Just down throw, gonna get the upper. And Mitsu air dodges through it this time. Just thinking back to last game, be like, yeah, I didn't air dodge it at all that game, and I died for it. So, alright. Mitsu just controlling like the ledge, not particularly wanting to get out of his corner. Finally going to center stage. Down throw. Up air is going to take the stock. Lucretio just like, okay, he hasn't been air dodging the zit kill percent so far, so like, why not just go straight for it? Oh, but that bowling ball off the ledge! 71% after the hit! Broken move! Tree. Like, Lucretio's probably just like, what? What is going on here? Like, I got treed, I got bowling balled. And Mitsu's just like, okay, I'm gonna go for more bowling balls now. If you fall for that sort of thing, I'm just gonna keep doing it. Like, why not go for it? There's no real threat. That move has ridiculous frame data. Just catapult to get him out of the danger. And I would question if Lucretio is starting to go a bit on tilt. While Mitsu's starting to feel himself a bit. Like, Lucretio is finally starting to slow the pace down again. But before these like last 30 seconds or so, he was just going in. And he's finally starting to play his own game again. Of just going a lot slower. Just like, you wouldn't have thought that is like the person playing against the villager trying to slow the pace down. But now that the pace is slowing down, Lucretio is clawing his way back into this, like percent by percent. But again, it's finally getting center stage. But Slingshot's just like, you want center stage? Well, I've now got center stage. Oh, the stage spike! Turnip sending him so fast. Like, that was techable, but good luck reacting to it. Like, it was techable, but not humanly techable. And that is 1-1. We are going into game 3. Lucretio choosing Town and City, wanting those extra percent on the beat boop. Whereas, like, how does Villager kill off the top? How does Villager really take advantage of this stage other than just, like, bowling ball off the platform? Like, Villager tends to kill off the sides or, like, off the bottom unless he gets, like, triple turnip up airs, which is completely RNG. And I haven't really seen Mitsu going for them all that often this set. And Lucretio just going way up into the skies. Very risky because he has to use so much fuel getting up there that if he just gets slingshotted and, like, battered into, like, an offstage situation, he's going to have very few resources left. Lucretio putting a very dangerous approacher there. Mitsu doing a good job calling out that spot dodge. Putting Lucretio into disadvantage. Boxing top, like, again, without top, Lucretio it's a very different gameplay style when Lucretio doesn't have access to the top. Like, instead of top and laser, his neutral becomes shield and laser. Which obviously isn't as effective because the top is Lucretio's main threat in neutral. The down throw, up air might kill? No. Enough rage on Lucretio right now. That is, like, beat boop is completely offline. Luigimitsu was just able to jump out. And that turnip up air, like I said, is maybe about the only thing Villager has that kills off the top, like, reliably. And Mitsu obviously acknowledging this. It's like, okay, instead of, like, keeping you in disadvantage, setting up a ledge guard situation with, like, fair or bear, I'll just up air you and take the stop. But Mitsu is now in beat boop percent again. Like, without this rage on Lucretio, it's entirely possible that a grab could lead to Mitsu's stock. It's a 50-50. Let's see what conditioning we've got on deck. Down throw. Lucretio looking for the air dodge, but Mitsu jumping out. But the back air just calling out that get-up option from Luigimitsu and taking the stock. 29% in it to see who stays in this tournament. Like, one of these players is going home after this stock. That is what is on the line here. I believe the loser of this gets 5th, but I'm not 100% sure on that. And right now, Lucretio is just keeping a fairly slow pace, but not really getting the sort of damage that he's been getting when he's been slowing it down in the past. Like, Mitsu's doing a good job of just walling him out and avoiding all the, like, hitboxes that Lucretio is throwing out. Like, this man is not number 15 on the UKPR for nothing. He does know how to play around projectiles. And the Randy side B, just like, I'm just going to come at you. Like, you can STI out of this, and Mitsu did. But, like, that's a sign of Lucretio really feeling himself when he's just like, I'm just going to start doing random things. Like, I'm going to down smash your landing. I'm going to side B for no real reason. Down throw. I don't think up air's going to kill. It's not even going to connect. Like, Lucretio might have been a little bit slow on the double jump there. But right now it's come back to a completely even game. Down throw, this could be it. Not quite taking it. Like 1 or 2 maybe % more, and that would have been it. Got to be careful. Oh, just rolls into the up smash, trying to avoid the top ledge guard. And Lucretio takes the set. And that was tight. Lucretio clawing it back. Just started feeling himself at the end of game 3 there. Just like, yeah, all right, I got this now. Let's go.